Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. In this podcast, I delve into my subconscious and invite ChatGPT to analyze and interpret my dreams. This dream comes from February 8th, 2025. I was at some kind of football field and I met Clinton Portis, and I told him how he was one of my top three running backs for the University of Miami. Victor and I were wrestling or doing some jiu-jitsu on a basketball court. While another kid was there watching us, I asked him what he was studying, and he said a musical instrument and political science, but he was sort of in a military position going to school for the Gators. Walking through some construction site, almost like hunching underneath tunnels, water, and muck, got into a cave like area that had a waterfall into a well area that you could dive into. Kenny was there and he was throwing up in the well area while Victor was doing the same. I took off my boots and socks and I was using the water to clean myself. As Kenny and I were leaving, two other couple came in from Australia, and one of the guys' name was Richard, and I was using an Aussie accent to edge him on to dive into the water while his friends were doing the same. And as about he was about to dive into the water, two other guys grabbed him and used a debilitating scan or ray gun to stop him from moving, like a radar gun. And this guy tried to use it on myself and Kenny as we were trying to leave at the top of the stairs. We ended up hitting him with a club or a bat. I stopped as he pointed the radar gun at me, and Kenny was trying to save me. While flying, I had a layover in Dallas, and when I got to my destination, there were two dogs that weren't Georgie that were with me. Your dream has four key themes: football, athleticism, strength, and competition, exposure and construction sites and waterfalls, discovery and cleansing, a suspenseful encounter, power struggle, and fear of control, losing Georgie on a flight, separation, and worry. Football, jiu-jitsu, and a university setting, strength and competition. Meeting Clinton Portis and discussing his career, admiration for skill, reminiscing about his past greatness. Wrestling with jiu-jitsu and Victor on the basketball court, testing your strength, competition, and camaraderie. Military students studying music and political science, discipline meeting creativity, balance of strategy and expression. This segment could reflect your respect for skill, discipline, and competition. Wrestling with Victor may symbolize testing your limits and comparing yourself to others, while the military student represents a mix of logic and creativity, perhaps reflecting your own balance between structure and expression. Construction site and waterfall, discovery and cleansing. Hunching underneath tunnels and walking through a water and muck, navigating a challenging, struggling through the uncertainty. Waterfall into a well like area, cleansing, renewal, and diving into something unknown. Kenny and Victor throwing up in the water, contamination, reflection, or plunging negativity. You cleaning yourself in the water, purification, and needing clarity or relief. This segment suggests that you're exploring something deeper in life but encountering obstacles. Water symbolizes cleansing, renewal, and emotional processing. Your friends throwing up into the water indicate negativity or toxicity affecting your ability to feel cleansed or free. The suspenseful encounter and the fear of control. Australian tourists arriving and Richard being dared to jump. Peer pressure testing limits. Debilitating radar gun stopping Richard and used on you and Kenny. Fear of being controlled or losing agency. You trying to fight back with a club and hesitating. Inner conflict between action and self-preservation. Kenny trying to save you. Reliance on support, loyalty, and family. This part of this reflection is a struggle with external controls or feeling powerless. The radar gun symbolizes a force that freezes or limits your movement, possibly authority, fear, or even self-doubt. Your hesitation to fight back suggests that you're weighing the risk of resistance. Kenny's role as a protector highlights the importance of trust and support through tough situation. Losing Georgie on this flight, separation, and worry. Layover in Dallas, arriving but missing Georgie, disconnection, fear of losing something important. Other two dogs made it, but not Georgie, something unique about Georgie's absence. Georgie often appears in your dreams, sometimes injured, skeleton, or lost. This may represent a deep emotional connection, fear or loss, or something fragile in your life that you're trying to protect. The flight suggests a transition or journey, and the missing Georgie could reflect a separation, guilt, or anxiety about leaving something behind. Your dream represents competition, resilience, emotional cleansing, power struggles, and loss, athleticism, and testing strengths. You may be reflecting on past achievements or personal growth, exploring tunnels and water. You're processing emotions and trying to cleanse yourself from negativity. Radar gun and losing control. You may feel trapped by external forces. Losing Georgie. Fear of loss, change, or separation. Your dream highlights both struggles and resilience. You're navigating obstacles but finding ways to stay strong. If you have any intriguing dreams, please share them in the comments below. Thank you and see you in your dreams.